Hey, good afternoon, Bob Trade Genius, 29th of October. And I think this is probably the only candle you want to look at right here. This was basically a 100-point move on the ES in basically 12 hours. And look at this massive hammer here. And so now what we got to look at to see if it's going to fill tomorrow, if this was some sort of intervention, or are we going to start climbing out of this sell-off. And for me, you know, anything below 27.24 no man's land. Anything below 26.03, we're going to take it down another notch. This light pink line has been holding these sales off, and then this upper pink line has been holding it on the upside. And so we have kind of a range here that's been downtrending. And so just have to keep an eye on it. The market's just too crazy to do too much right now. And if you look at with the VIX over 20, you know, it just doesn't make sense unless you have a lot of collateral to trade the futures, because if you're wrong, you can get whipped out quite a bit. But we hit a channel line here, which was pretty important, and we hit the channel line on the monthly that was very important too. And now we have now we just have to see if we get any follow through. Looking at some of the other stuff here is looking at, you know, AG, which we're in, is that it was doing fine till this last flush, but I think it's forming a support area right in here as well. And we had a buy signal hit on GDXJ that also some of this is after hour stuff too that kind of paints the picture a little bit, but we got a buy signal on this as well. And so now we're waiting to see if this support holds or not. But below that, here's the next support area for GDXJ. But for me, this looks like it's still climbing up around at bottom. And then the last thing I want to show you here is the 10-year note broke out of its channel, came back into the channel, and we'll see if it's rejecting and coming down, which would probably be more pain for the stock market. It might be the game they're trying to play too, because they have a massive amount of supply they're trying to sell in the next week or two. So this might be part of the reason why they're trying to sell the market off, to get people hungry for these bonds. And then the other thing too is looking at the dollar, is that see if we get a lower high. So, and if we do that, that's good for the metals and miners. And so anyway, if you want to trade with us, check us out, tradelikeagenius.com. We're running specials to Halloween, and anybody that's interested that signs up before the end of the 31st, and you buy any of our bundles, you get an additional hour of one-on-one time with either myself or Phil, depending on what you like to trade. And I can only really give out 2 of these a day, because we only have so many hours in a day for either one of us. So if you're one of the first 2 today that mentions that, hey, do I get an hour with Bob or Phil, we'll sign you up and give you that extra hour. And thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.